russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros.
How many weeks have we showed videos in these, what are more than nothing than a wrestling stunt show,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
How many weeks have we showed these videos of cinder blocks and we've laughed? People being set on fire or setting themselves on fire or setting some object on fire, and we've laughed.
Yep.
Syringes, you cringing, and Jeff and I laughing at you because we watched them insert syringes in everything from different orifices to the penis. Okay. We laugh about it because it's absurd and it's like a circus sideshow. I never imagined in a million years I would see that on a national promotion. Just didn't think it was possible. And then what pops up this week? How many of those videos were from AEW matches this week? I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what the motivation is. I don't know what they're attempting to do, why Tony Khan would even, I understand the wrestlers themselves are inspired by watching this kind of stuff and it's monkey see, monkey do. What's the end game? Do you know what I mean? What was the purpose behind all of this?
Well, Al, here's the bigger question. Obviously, those guys wanted to do all that crap, and Tony Khan ain't going to say no. Obviously. Here's the bigger question, Hal. With a television deal hanging in the balance.
Okay, you're right. And I was going to bring that up.
Yes.
We know, okay, what television network executives think of professional wrestling. They don't think positively of it at all.
Yeah. Yep.
They if they put it on their network, they put it on their network reluctantly. They put it on and they acquiesce because of the numbers that they cannot deny it draws on a consistent basis. Wrestling has drawn massive numbers. That's why it always has had a presence. That's why it will always continue to have some kind of presence and form. It draws a great audience consistently. So network executives reluctantly do business and they tell each other, oh, you got wrestling on your network? And they go, yeah, I don't want it, but, clearly there's an audience. Mm-hmm. They don't respect professional wrestling in any way. Mm-hmm. We've always been the redheaded stepchild of entertainment. You now have a television deal that's impending. It's on the table, and you're now allowing talent to perform like this. Do you think that now motivates a network executive to go, boy, can't wait to have that on my network representing my network and myself. I can't wait to have that on my network and trying to attempt to draw a family audience that will also breed sponsorships that allow me to sell that television time and make money. Why? I mean, really, what would be the mindset? What would be the thought process? Because let's face it, regardless of whether you're a fan of that kind of wrestling or not, to the average person, to the mother or the father that are bringing their kids or are going to allow them to watch it, that turns them off. No ifs, ands, or buts. They don't sit there with their 7 or 8-year-old and go, ooh, this is fun. We can share this together. They go, oh, wait, don't look at that, Johnny. Oh, don't listen to that, Susie. And, as far as the language, that kind of behavior, it turns off potential customers and it turns off potential network executives. I can tell you from personal experience, I'm trying to get a network courting one with OVW. They are every little detail, every little thing. Oh, well, we can see the concession stand, in the camera shot and people over there. It's like, yeah, of course, because we don't have an arena. You can't see the concession stand. Yeah. Just every little thing. Now, if I were to go, hey guys, go on out there and start bumping each other on cinder blocks, throwing them at each other, sticking syringes in each other's faces and stuff like that. Hey, cuss as much as you wish. Do you think I'd ever have a hope of ever securing a network partner? No, not in a million years. I wouldn't. So why is it that Tony Khan thinks this is now the direction to go as far as business? Now, again, I express what I express. One, because in the wrestling business, shit doesn't just roll downhill; it goes everywhere. So imagine throwing a turd in a box fan; it's going to splatter, and that's basically what happens in the wrestling business. So that is my one thing about all of this nonsense. My other is the safety of those involved. But to be quite honest, here's the thing, and people will think that it's kind of cruel of me, but again, I tell you the stove is hot. Hey, that cinder block's going to hurt you. Hey, dropping each other on your head on the ring apron could possibly paralyze you. I've done my part. You don't want to listen. Don't do it. Hey, blowing fire or bumping into it could burn you. Well, we still want to do it. Well, okay, you just go ahead and do it then. I don't care. But the problem is it's going to affect my business because the average person isn't going to know OVW from blah, blah, blah W. And then the average person, mom and dad, are going to go, oh, wrestling's in town. Let's go watch it. And then they're going to go and bring their kids to where a guy is throwing a piece of plate glass at another guy and it almost hits a little girl standing there in the aisle, which we watched the video of.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm making that up. We actually watched it happen. That parent, if they're smart, unless that, child services needs to go rescue this kid, are never bringing or ever attending another wrestling show as long as they live, ever, no matter who it is, unless it's WWE, they're not going because they're not going to get that experience of what they watched on TV with WWE. They're going to get this weird, ridiculous experience of this guy who has bigger boobs than their wives or their mothers out there in the ring wearing a cut-off T-shirt. Thank God for independent wrestling because Hot Topic and tattoo parlors would be out of business.
Yeah, I got a theory.
I mean, nothing against tattoos. I know you being a hippie and all this stuff. You literally look like.
Do you know the Mel Brooks movie, The Producers?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and remember the storyline of that movie was they had to create a Broadway show that was a bomb for financial reasons.
Right.
What if
the musical with Hitler?
Yeah, Springtime for Hitler. Yeah. What if TK knows the deal with Warner Brothers Discovery isn't going down, and he's put all this stuff out there that it is, and he knows it's not going to, so he purposely did all this on the show and is going to use that as an out and an excuse and a reason, so now he could put the heat on Warner Brothers Discovery.
How is he going to put the heat on them? By putting this kind of trash?
His audience, his audience would definitely put all the heat on them.
Enough of an audience to worry about.
Do you know what the last number was on Collision Now?
No,
157,000. That's That's bad.
That's not good.